Shannon, why would you recommend the Monstrous Makeup Manual series to any of your students or the viewers here on Kickstarter?
I have to say that it's, first of all, it's a great series of books. Book number 1, book number 2, the books keep getting better. Number 2 is better than number 1, number 3 is going to be better than number 2, and number 1. They keep getting better. And what is great is not just the contents of the book. The contents of the book are, the examples that Mike gives you are tremendous. But it's not just that. It's the fact that it is written by Mike Spatola, who I have known for 30 years. And Mike is not just one of the best, fastest painters and makeup artists I know, but Mike is also a really great instructor. And so the books are written in a way that it's like you have Mike personally in the room leading you through step by step. It's written very succinctly. It's written in a way that it's fun. It engages you, and on top of it, the examples, the work examples that he has assembled in the books are fun makeups. They're fun, and not only are they fun, but they run the gamut from being things that you would use if you were doing a zombie film or a creature movie, all the way up to very, very, very sophisticated makeups. I mean, by luminaries like Joel Harlow and Bruce Fuller and others. I mean, it's just what he has managed to do within the pages of these books is pretty spectacular. And what's great is that it seems so, it seems like such a no-brainer. Like, when he showed me the books, my first thought was, oh, it's a makeup instruction book. And then I looked in the book, and then I kind of looked around and went, no one's done this. I mean, the closest thing that we had when I was growing up was the Dick Smith monster book, which came out back in the 60s, which was great. I mean, I had it, we all had it. And Mike has basically kind of taken that idea and dragged it into the 21st century. So it has the same kind of fun, enthusiastic approach to doing this kind of work, and it is in the same vein, in the same spirit of the original Dick Smith book. But you would think that there'd be more, but they're not. And certainly nothing of this quality, and that's the thing. It's a really quality book.
Yeah, can you tell us about that original Dick Smith book you mentioned?
The Dick Smith,
how it relates to the Monstrous Makeup Manual?
Yeah, absolutely. The original Dick Smith Do-It-Yourself Monster Makeup Manual. What was great about that book, not only did it come from Dick Smith, who is the godfather of all this makeup effects stuff, but it was great because it was the subjects that he picked, and it was the way that it was presented made it accessible. In other words, if you were a young enthusiast, or even if you were already a seasoned makeup artist, there were tips in that book that you would just go, oh, I'd never thought of that before. That's really great. It's a great reference book. And that's the same thing with the Monstrous Makeup Manuals. Whether you are just starting out, whether you've seen something on television and you go, oh, I wonder how they do that. How does that all that work? It's a great step-by-step guide to how to do this work, and it makes it accessible, and that's really important. It makes it accessible. It helps you understand, and you can look at it and go, huh, I think I can do that. I bet I could do that. And it's put your feet on the path. You know what I'm saying? And if you already are a veteran and you've been doing this for as long as I have, 30 years, I'm looking through the makeup ball and you go, God dang it, that's what Mike does. I get it. Now I see. It's just great. Whether you're an expert or a beginner, you can't go wrong.
What would you say to a brand new makeup artist who wants to learn this stuff?
What I would say is that where I would start is to pick up the Monstrous Makeup Manuals. That's what I'd say. Just start there before you even buy any makeup supplies. Before you invest any money in clay or plaster or anything, start with this book. Start with these books. Read through them. And by the time you've finished the first chapter, you'll be itching to get up and go out and buy clay and plaster and makeup supplies and start experimenting on yourself or your friends. So it is no better way to get the engine running, to stoke the fires, to pique your interest, to get you going than to start with the Monstrous Makeup Manuals. I highly recommend them. And if you are a student, listen, I don't care what school you go to, I don't care what program you're part of, it should be, and I'm going to say this right into the camera lens, it's got to be part of your permanent library. It is like the Encyclopedia Britannica. You have to have it. It is, you know, why go to YouTube or why go to Google and look up the information when it's right there in your fingertips? You open it up, you have a question about anything from you know, transfer tattoos to overlapping appliances to silicone makeups to gelatin makeups to foam latex, how to paint foam latex, airbrushing, anything you can imagine, punching hair, all of it. It's there. It's there, the information's at your fingertips, and, I'll say it again, very accessible. Very accessible.
All right, I'm going to throw you for a loop. Sorry to do this, but
go ahead.
Would you do something for book 3?
I would, you know, something. I would love to do something for book 3. You know, it's interesting because Mike, you know, Mike and I have been friends for a long time, and he kind of showed me, because for years I've said I'm not a makeup artist, because I am not, that was not the career path. I am a monster maker, not really a makeup artist. But since I've been with Mike the past few years, Mike has actually shown me that not only am I a makeup artist, I'm a pretty darn good makeup artist. He is, with his books and with just the advice he's given me and the things he's shown me and the techniques he's taught me, he's turned me into a really great makeup artist. So I am a heck of a lot more confident, and I would love to contribute something to book 3. I don't know if it'll be a makeup. Maybe it'll be something, maybe a mask or something. Maybe a latex mask. Maybe
that'd be great.
I wish to do that. It'd be some cool.
Hey, thank you so much for this, Shannon. I
hey,
appreciate it.
Listen, I'm honored. I am honored to be talking about these books. I'm very excited. So hey, don't wait. Kickstart. Help out Mike. Let's get this book made. All right? Monstrous Makeup Manual, Volume 3. Let's get it made.
Thank you, Shannon.
You're welcome.